Yeah, and then this person said, just for your hard work, we're gonna give you this virtual reality thingy.
Wow.
And then
I want one of those.
then he hasn't, and he gave it to me because doesn't know how to use it.
Because he's not going to use. You know how to use it? Well, you're lucky. Tell me the experience after you're done with it. Have you tried it yet?
No, he's getting it today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're excited, huh? You're going to probably try it as soon as you get home. So, we've been doing this, the input output tables, and this is the homework, right?
Yeah.
And the exponents, the expressions. So, you had a question. What's the question?
Okay, the question is like I kind of forgot like how to do value a little bit.
Okay.
So like I thought I tried two ways actually.
Okay.
So the first way I just answered it like 7 times 7. I guess it's by 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 49. So
Yes.
so,
And then you put a 2 here,
yeah,
though.
because like I thought like for the value, I like put a 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's what I thought first.
Okay. The value of, and that's one of the things that we're going to work on today. Okay. We're not going to do, we're going to go through, we're going to review what we've already done. And then those little sections that you're having a little bit of a hard time with, like for example, the vocabulary and some of the formulas, we're going to make you tools today. Okay. Now the we'll talk about why. And I know that there's a reluctance about having tools because you're in class and you don't want anybody to see. And I get it, you don't want to get it out.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you put it in your folder as just a page of your book,
Oh yeah, I have the thing.
or in your binder, you'll be able to bring it out, and there won't be a problem. You won't have a problem with using it during your classes as well.
And I'm learning this with my tutor. Like
Okay.
this and times tables.
Let's see.
This right here.
Okay. And I know that the tables, you are also going to be working with that in your afternoons.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you with Tracy? Are you taking those classes?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Also, one of your tools that we're going to do today is going to be that nasty little like negative and positive. And then if you have negative, is it positive? Is it negative? What is it? So that's going to be one of the tools that I'll help you with. And this, yes, this is also that negative positive. You work this with your tutor?
Yeah.
And you want me to go through it?
Yeah.
Okay, can we go through it after? Let's do the expressions, the exponents and the input output. Okay. Now I have your graph. Here it is. Okay, of the tools that we need for you are these. Now, one of the cards that we need is the vocabulary. And remember, value was one of the things that we already wrote there because we knew that was going to be something that you needed to know. Now, what do we write that the value means?
Solve and answer.
Exactly, it's solving and answering. Now, what that means is that it's giving you this, right?
Yes.
It's giving you already the expression, and then you need to find the answer to this. In your previous work that you did with me, it was mostly showing me what that meant. That 7 with the 2 time to the power of 2. What that will mean, it will be 7 times 7. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe you are getting a little bit confused with having to understand what it means, and you're confusing that with the actual solving the expression. So in this case, what you needed to do is, yes, 7 times 7, it's 49. But you don't need this 2, because that 2 is already telling you what to do. And what it's telling you to do is to multiply that 7 twice. If it had a 3, it would tell you to multiply that 7
3 times.
3 times. If it had a 5, It will mean
Out of 5, I'll do 7 times 7 times 7 times 7.
how many times?
5 times.
5 times you multiply the 7 by itself. Okay? Now, in your other tools, you're going to have the vocabulary and you're going to have the tools. In the tools, we're going to have the 3 and then the exponent on the top, and then we're going to have as a tool so that you know what you're supposed to do when you find the value. Okay?
Okay.
So that you can just go back to it real quick. So let's see if you have this right. You have the 10, okay, the 17. What did you do here with the 17 to the third power?
I did 17 times 17 times 17.
Very good. How about this time? This one. What did you do here?
11 5 times.
Okay. You multiplied 11 times 11 5 times, right? Okay. Now, this is this area right here. Now we go to this section down here. This is, I believe, what I gave you for the homework. And what you needed to do is first simplify and then find the value,
Okay.
right? So those were the two things that you were supposed to do. And I remember that we did some of this in class.
Yeah.
And then finding the value, because we already did it before in class. In this section, you had to do it for homework, correct?
Yes.
So let me take a look at it real quick. Because I remember that the ones that you had to self-correct were these. This one. And it's 9 minus 7, 2 through. And you got it right. And then this one, 5 minus 3, it's 2. So 9 times 9 is 81. So it's right here. You got it correct. And any other ones that had circles? Was this it? 4 minus 2, 16 times 16. Yes, that was it. So you got them correct. All right. Now, you asked me about value. And I'm telling, in this section, it's a perfect section for you to prove whether you kind of understood what I meant. If I'm asking you in this section that you need to simplify the expression, and then you need to find the value, what did you need to do? Let me give you for one of the ones that you already did. Okay? You already did this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write down, just so that you see the words that are in directions, simplify, and, okay. You have an and, so that means that you're going to do two things. Number one, you're going to do this. Number two, you're going to do this, right?
Yeah.
Find the value and simplify. So we have that. What's the first thing that you do? Show me.
The first thing that I do,
First, you.
I would do 3 minus 9, right?
Okay. These two are the same, right?
Yeah. Oh wait.
What's different is
No.
these are the same.
Yeah.
The base is the same.
And those are different.
Yes. And you divide, which means that what do you do with these?
So subtract.
Very good. So when you simplify, the first thing that you do is
I will do 9 minus 7.
show me.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Simplify that expression.
So it'll be 3,
9 minus 7 is what?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2.
Okay. Okay. Now, did you finish the first part?
Simplify. Oh no.
You did.
Did
Yes.
I did?
Yes, that is part right there that you did. That is that section. You finished with that. Okay? The next section is what?
Find the value.
Yes. So put a little like comma so that you can find the value now.
That'll be 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, when it comes to vocabulary, when you read directions in math, you just need to know what you need to do. When sometimes I notice that you get a little lost in the directions, in the vocabulary. You're like, what am you look at the numbers and you're like, what am I supposed to do? But the directions are in the words. All we need to do is know what they're asking you to do. Okay? So you have it here, okay? On top of every single section, it gives you a direction. And in this particular piece of paper, it even tells you what to do so that you have an idea on what's going to come after. So whenever I give you one of these worksheets and you don't know what to do, always look for the words and the examples so that you can follow them and do what they're doing, but in the ones that you have to do. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what we did with this. Now let's see what we have over here. This is in the tables. Okay. 5 times 4 is,
Oh, 5 times 4.
I'm sorry, 5 times 9.
Oh, that's gonna be 45.
That's correct. Minus
4.
equals
40.
41.
45. 43. 42. 41.
41. Okay. Now the answer is 41, but you gave me a minus 21. Now the fact that you gave me a minus reminds me of another tool that you're having a little bit of a problem with. The whole minus, minus, plus, plus, and you are not using your
Chart.
number line. Do you use your number line for this?
No.
Okay.
I used the calculator.
You use the calculator. Okay. What did you use the calculator with? With the 9?
Huh? Yeah, with the
Okay. Let's check it and see where the errors are, okay?
and some like I just did like 5, 4, 3, 2 like just like that.
Okay. Well, that's good that you try to do it mentally. That's really good. But you also need to have a place for you to write down what you do mentally and then write it down so that you can check yourself, okay? So let's do this one. Okay? We have this expression 9x minus 4. Right? Now, we have that minus 2. What are we supposed to do with that minus 2? Do you remember?
Minus 2, which we're supposed to.
Do you remember where it goes in this expression?
No.
Okay. See that?
Yeah.
Okay. See this? Okay. All of these represent that. So all of these go in there. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's see. If all of these numbers represent that, so instead of that, you have to put these numbers. Okay? So let's see. We have 9x minus 4. So it will be, and then instead of the x, we have a what?
So the x we have a 2.
What kind of 2?
A minus 2.
That's right. Okay. And then we have a,
minus 4.
okay. So what do we do? Now that we have plugged that minus 2 for the x, what do we do now?
First we'll do 9 minus 2.
Okay.
I mean 9 times 2.
That's right. That's another tool that we're going to need, all right? We are going to we have in one of your homeworks the different kinds to represent operations with a variable, which are the multiplication, the division, the addition, and the subtraction, okay? So in this case, I remember this is the one that we have to really give you a color code. Remember that? We had to give you a color code?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're going to have to do for you to remember that, to plug that in, okay? Now give me a second. I'm going to have to stop this for a second because I don't think it'll record after an amount of time.